everyone, and welcome back to another Rimworld video. Today, I think we're going to have a lot more time on the research bench, and definitely we're going to figure out what to do with Rhodobello. Probably, I think, I'm not too into this, we're going to sell him. And the reason for that is he's just not worth it. Artery blockage, I mean, that means, I suppose for the artery blockage you don't need to do anything with it. However, it still definitely severely, it definitely does not help their consciousness, their moving, their manipulation, talking or eating, or even blood pumping, and that's the big one. Consciousness, I believe moving, but I could be wrong. Yeah, just about everything here has something to do with either blood pumping or concentration, and concentration is affected by, obviously, as you can see on the screen, blood pumping. So I don't think he's worth it. He's not going to be a very productive pawn. And if we can get to it, we're going to be going after this insect jelly and all these insects. But I think we're going to leave the hives. And for anybody who has any experience with Rimworld, you guys are probably going to be screaming at me going, why on earth would you leave the hives? And the answer is to reproduce. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to piss off the hives without actually destroying them, so that they make more hives, which makes more insects, which we can kill, which gives us more shooting experience. And then eventually, when the hives reach like most of these crevices, let's call it, we can go in, destroy most of the hives, and get a lot of insect jelly that we can sell for quite the fancy price. Like this stack 20 insect jelly, if we look here, each insect jelly is worth $8 in the market. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but you get, I don't know if it'll show it actually, but you get something like 15, I think it's 15 or 20 insect jelly per hive that you destroy. So think of it, hives out to like here, filling all this, next to no insects, right? Because, you know, they'll be coming out gradually, and we'll just kind of lure them into a kill box kind of thing and destroy them that way. And then we eventually, when we feel like it, we can just go in and take the hives for the taking, get all that insect jelly and sell it. But the issue with that philosophy is it'll drive the wealth up on the tile like no tomorrow. Like, let's see here. No, that's not the button. This one. Currently, we're at a grand total of just under 19 grand. I bet you once we get that insect jelly, this will skyrocket to, ooh, let's call it 25 grand. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think we're going to do that today, because I think I'll be recording for like 3 or 4 hours, and I want to get 3 videos done today for the next couple of months, since I can only do this every other week. So we'll see where we get. And I think, oh god, what is the first thing that we're gonna do? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little farming area for maybe hops or something, so that we can make beer. I think then we're going to get the beer research. I'm not actually sure if we got that. No, we're getting that now. We're gonna figure out what to do with this guy, and yeah, I'll get back to you guys when something interesting happens. Oh, that's not good. So, I've just noticed, it's been about, I don't know, 5 minutes of recording. I just noticed the little food warning. We have 1 day worth of food. So all of our other plans are now going to be put on hold as we go for a very mass spree of getting rid of animals, because OMFG, we need it. The question then becomes, which animals are we going to do? Now, I'll try to find a Rimworld tutorial from, say, Francis John, but I don't actually know right off the top of my head if he's made one. So if he hasn't, I'll try my absolute best to make one at a later date. So you have mega spiders and all of your insect bits, and they give meat amount 134, but it's an insect meat. Raw butchered flesh, obviously, if necessary, can be cooked into meals or even be eaten raw. This little note here, extremely unappetizing, is very important to have in the back of your mind when you're playing, because that is a hint to say your colonists will get a negative mood from eating anything that has to do with insect meat. So then you have basically all of your different other animals. So let's go to the Mega Sloth, for example, and work our way down. Mega Sloths give you 448 meat. Now this, of course, you have to remember is based on, obviously, their body size, as you can see. Your missing body parts multiplier, so when you shoot it or cut it or whatever to actually kill it, you'll lose body parts, and apparently, for whatever reason, the game's just like, nope, those parts don't exist anymore. The multiplier for the custom, so the difficulty that we're on, which if I recall correctly, if I go into here and go storyteller settings, we're on custom threat scale, and it would be butchering yield 80%. So this, of course, you have to remember is not taken into account your duplicates, or in this case your pawns skill. Where's one that's going to cook? Here you go, 5. So if you look in here, where is it? The butchering efficiency is 88%. So you have to keep in mind that on the Mega Sloth, you'll get 140 base value times 400% for the body size, times whatever this multiplier is for how many body parts you cut off, shot off, absolutely obliterated in the process of killing said animal, then your difficulty multiplier, and then in the case of our pawns with Lou, times the final value by 88% to get a pretty good idea. It might be a little bit up, might be a little bit down, just due to chaos factor that this game does kind of imply. I don't know for sure if that's actually part of it, but I will definitely do the research on it, which will be the actual meat amount that you get. Now, you have to keep in mind that all wildlife has a revenge chance, and that's what makes Mega Sloth so good at around 5 or 6 pawns, depending on your tech level. Like if you have 5 pawns at our tech level, go for it. Go for a Mega Sloth. If you've got 5 people with really decent shooting skills, go. I would say less than 8. Nobody with a shooting skill less than 8. 5 pawns, shooting skill of 8. Some armor. Put your guy with the armor in the front. And probably hunting rifles. If I can find one with a hunting rifle. This one, the bolt action rifle. Probably could take down a Mega Sloth. You might get a couple scratches, but you should be okay. But for us, because it's a 50% revenge chance every time we hit him, it goes up and down depending on whether or not you're using melee, what your shooting skill is to determine your stealth and all that. So, if I'm being honest, Mega Sloth, not really worth it. Now, rhinoceroses, is that the proper plural? I think that's the proper plural. Rhinoceroses give you slightly less because they're slightly smaller. But they also do, what is it? I believe they also do less damage. Rhinoceroses do 5.48 melee DPS, and of course they're not going to have a gun. Think about this. Have you ever seen a rhinoceros? Have you ever heard of a rhinoceros that uses a gun? No, probably not. The other thing you have to take into consideration, especially in the early game, is the leather amount that you get. So you get, with us, you get 88% of 336 meat and 88% of 120 leather for a rhinoceros that has a 50% chance every time you hit it to go berserk, with a melee DPS of 5.48, or a mega sloth that has 6.13 DPS and roughly 1.3 bar, so 1.3 repeating or more meat, with a 20% increase roughly in their DPS. But you have to keep in mind, mega sloths are also faster, if I recall correctly, as they have a 4.8 C/S, so that's basically how many tiles that they can move per second. Now, most average pawns, like if you've got a perfect pawn, no health conditions at all, would move, depending on the type of terrain and whether or not it's paved and the conditions, whether it's raining or snowing or whatever, or whether or not the light is good enough, or so on. Your pawn should have a 4.00 C/S. So they're going to be outran by a mega sloth. Whereas a rhino, if I recall correctly, has something like a 3.6. Actually, no, they're faster. That's not something that I'm used to, so I'll have to do a lot more research into that. But this is just a bare bones kind of thing. Now, bucks and does, so your deer, your alpacas, you can go after alpacas, but typically people use them as pack animals, since they do have the pack animal traits, which I'll go through all at a later time. Ibex, gazelle, and deer, if I recall correctly, all have very similar meat and leather amounts. Some have more, some have less. And then you have your turkeys, red foxes, tortoises, raccoons, boom rats, guinea pigs, hares, and rats, and squirrels. Which, like, come on guys, put two and two together. They won't give you as much as rhinos, omega sloths. So, I think we're going to go after the gazelles tomorrow. Maybe a couple guinea pigs. But I think that's going to be it with what's the proper word here? Tutorial with Xander? Yeah, I think that's it. Tutorial with Xander. Alright, so we're here with Rose because it just occurred to me I have her on a night owl schedule because, well, she's a night owl. Now, I don't know if you can hear that because I'm running a much more powerful mic now, as I probably said in a previous video. Since this is actually the first video of the weekend that I am recording, instead of the second like this will probably turn out to be coming out on YouTube. But there is a washing machine running on in the background, and the buffer is not pointing in that direction. But we are going to draft up Rose, and I think we're going to come over here and try and take out some of these. Now, I don't think we should need cover because, as I didn't mention this, but Buck dull, buck, and no revenge chance. So we should be alright. So I want to try and get as close to these guys as I possibly can. To limit chances of missing. I have no idea what the range is on this. Well, obviously a lot longer than my screen, so. Alright, we'll go after smaller targets. No way that's hitting. How are you this bad? Oh, shooting skill 5. Okay, that makes sense. And at night too. This is. I wanted to take her because she's got the rifle. Lulu's got something like a 2-3 in shooting. But I wanted to take Rose because she's got the longer range, she's got the rifle. But because it's at night, as I mentioned before, if we go down in here, her shooting accuracy. Shooting. Ah, here we go, shooting accuracy. Shooting 5, manipulation, sight. Really? I thought sight would be a heck of a lot lower since it's right smack in the middle of the night. But apparently, it doesn't have. There we go. Well, that guy's probably gonna run in the opposite direction. You just gotta get into bleeding out if you really want to think about it. So we've probably done. Ooh, that was a good one. Permanent gunshot injury to the right eye from a shot in the leg. Figure that one out. I think I'm going to step there and then fire it. This one will give me a little bit more of a line of shot. Come on. Oh, that was a good hit. That should be good enough. Now we're going to come over here. And fire at him. Good hit. Might be able to get one more shot off before he really gets moving. Oh, even better. Now I think we're gonna move here and then fire at that door. Really? Oh, that's my oh. Wow. So, this is a mistake that I made in the first episode that doesn't matter too much in the early stages of the game. But try to keep probably. I try and do a 5x5 stockpile zone for fresh animal corpses that are not insect corpses, or I completely missed each. Oh wait, no, it's human-like corpses. Yeah, it's under human-like corpses. That doesn't do humanoid or mechanoid corpses. Mechanoid corpses do not give you meat, they give you metal and slag and components, I think. And I don't know, I've never actually really gotten that far into the game. I've always died, usually before or just after the first raid. So the fact that I've actually gotten to the second episode is quite promising to me, actually. As we're not going to consume him, we're going to haul him. And we're going to... How about this? Rose, you go take a nap. Since Lou's awake, we'll get her to haul that buck. We'll get Whitaker to haul the doe. And then when this guy bleeds out, you can haul him. But if you ask me, now this is something I don't actually know about, but because he's damaged, you get only so much. You get a % of whatever's left. for meat. Which is actually kind of funny. I never actually expected that. Who's our cooking person? Rose. Not Rose. Lou. Lou, get on that cooking station, man. Well, first clean it. And then go cook. You don't want to be cooking with a whole bunch of blood at your feet. That's unsanitary, man. I can put another door right there. Now, I imagine some of you, since right now I'm not a very big channel, I would imagine that some of you in the future are going to be bored and going to come back. Oh, for crying it. Why do you have to interrupt me right in the middle of... Okay. Oh, God. Tell me they're going to prepare for a while. Oh, thank God. Let me think about this, because I've got an idea right now, and it's a really stupid one. So, I'm going to try and figure out something that doesn't involve bugs. Alright, so here's what I think we do. And actually, give me a second, because I've got an even better plan. Okay, so here's the plan, and it's a pretty terrible plan. We're going to try and find some sort of ranged weaponry for Whitaker. Well, we're going to first... Okay, these are all melee. That's good. That's a good start. These are all melee. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to put the dog in the front with Whitaker right here. And Rose and Lou right here. And then I think if they break that, we fall back to here. I think that's the plan. So, give me a minute. I'll get all the zones and all that right in the right spot. It's expensive, but it would be worth it. No, you're not going to harvest it. Lou, get up here. What has our wealth gone up to? That prompts a rate, like, holy. Now, you're probably looking at me, looking at the screen, raising your eyebrow and going, it's 8 humans. Yeah, we've got 3 low-skilled humans and a dog. The dog? I hope you guys don't have an attachment to the dog, because the dog is probably going to die. Lou? Lou, you're going right there. That puppy. Rose? No. Rose, you're going right there. Whitaker? I'm sorry, man. That's all the sleep I can get you. You gotta go right there. Right now. Go, 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 go. No. Oh. What is this guy's skill? That's it. That's it, yeah. Hit him where it hurts. That's not good. Okay. Don't even bother. Whitaker. Tending to pet. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Expand it, expand it. Rescue him. How long has he got? Why do I keep pressing that button? Death in 5 hours. Where are you two going? Death in 5 hours. Death in 5 hours. I would say capture him. Capture him. Just capture all of them. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dog is more important. Prisoners can wait. The dog is more important. Death in 4 hours. Death in 6 hours. How long you got? 4 hours, 4 hours. Okay, this way I can at least... Oops, not no medical care. Doctor care, but no medicine. Doctor care, but no medicine. That'll work. Prioritize tending Bacchus. You know, I never really got good at doing that guy's name. That's in 4 hours. Great. Oh my god, the mess we're gonna have to clean up. Ricker, as soon as you're done that, I want you to prioritize feeding Fantasia. No, no. Prioritize feeding. The prisoner can wait. We don't care really if the prisoner lives or dies. We care if the dog lives or dies. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be the guy who loses a dog due to malnutrition. That's blood loss. He's fine. Great. We get a wild woman wanders in. Andy. Don't you guys just think Randy is absolutely amazing? Because he is just hilarious. He's high, that's for sure. I don't know if he's hilarious. You have to remember, he is a god. So, he could be high on his throne. High up in the heavens above. Now, if you guys ever wonder why my mouse in any of my videos kind of goes, instead of like a smooth, like how a normal mouse goes, I'm using one of those, like, I don't know why I'm even trying to do this bit. Not working. Worked for me yesterday. I'm using one of those like really old-fashioned mic. Yeah, I'm using one of those old-fashioned. English. It's a hard language, regardless of the fact that I live in Canada. I use one of those old-fashioned mouse or one of those old-fashioned mouses, and yes, that is actually the correct term, believe it or not. And I thought the very same thing when I first heard about that. That has a ball instead of a sensor on the bottom. So it's kind of janky, especially when you're doing 5 or 6 things in StarCraft 2. If you watch my other videos, will Bacchus be okay now? You not have? No, you don't. Now Bacchus and Brio, I'll look at their bio off camera, but I'm pretty sure what we're gonna do is we're gonna send them back to their tribe. And you guys might be thinking, like, Xander, why would you do that? And the answer is, it improves the relationship, which means we don't have to worry, with any luck, depending on how much we get in terms of relations back, we won't have to deal with them raiding us again, which is great for us, because it means we have less people. But it's also worse for us, because that means we have either the Virulent Continent, the Trogo Alliance, the Rapier Bandits, and it doesn't show it here because you can't attack them on the map, or the Mechanoids. Now, Mechanoids, we're lucky. We haven't ran into them yet, but they're a huge problem. If a group of Mechanoids showed up, like right now, it'd be pack up and leave. Or rage quit the game. Because, yeah, no. Just no. No. No! Lou, what are you butchering? What animals are there to butcher? Oh. Right. I forgot about that. Redeker. Now, is it worth healing Bacchus up from the infection? No, probably not. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yes. Lou, what are you doing? You know what? I don't even care about the room at this point. Just cook the meals so that we don't starve. You've got to be kidding me. Well, you drop your revolver. You drop your rifle. Whitaker, you drop your knife, because if you don't, you're gonna die. And I want all of you guys to be standing right there. No, 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 no. Red alert on maximum. What's your health like? You're incapacitated, so you're not gonna help. Oh god. Oh, this could get ugly. Well, I suppose Whitaker's... I want blue. Now, you see, the reason why I'm putting Whitaker in the front is because under his gear he has a flak vest. Now this flak vest for blunt, which is, I believe, for... Yeah, so sharp. He has an additional 100%. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to have to do some research on this because just reading this, my brain wants to explode. But then again, I'm currently only on 1 cup of coffee at almost, I don't know, 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but I was up late last night too, thinking, alright, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it, you know? But basically, higher this number is, the lower the armor penetration on this knife, which I have no freaking clue what it would be. 19 means that this has 80%. Okay, because this has, because the numbers basically work out to this, there's a 40% chance of deflecting the attack and a 40% chance of mitigating the damage entirely, meaning he still hits, but no damage is done. Whereas for Lou, now you have to keep in mind this is for all equipment, right? It goes through the first one, then through the second one, then through the third one. That is partly what helps it determine. Oh, that makes sense now. You know what? I'm gonna stop this rant because if I don't, we're going to be here for the rest of the video, and I don't think you guys are going to want that, because this isn't what you signed up for. So, we're just going to see how this goes, and pray to God no one dies. Ow! Blue, get in there. I think we're dead, guys. Yeah, no, Rose. I love the crawling aspect. I don't care about the walking, I care about the medicine. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go well. I suppose 4. I suppose her shooting's at 5, so she's the best shot we've got. Would you? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. You can bleed out for all I care. Why tend him without medicine? Shma? I am so confused. I am confused. I am confused. I am You know what? Just tend him. I really don't care. Wait, hold up. If I do this and then go... No. Well, you're doing doctoring now. We need the medic up. Just get the medic up. If we can get the medic up, we have a chance of surviving. If not, well... I'm sorry, folks, but this may be the last episode of Rimworld. Congrats, Fantasia. Are you able to haul people? No. However, you can be doing... I don't care anymore if Roosevelt leaves out. Whitaker is far more important. But I don't know about you, but I think that's going to be it for today. I don't know how long I've been recording for, but I'm pretty sure once I edit this will come out to about 33 minutes. That's what I'm hoping this time. I usually record for about 2 hours, and I've been getting 45 to an hour long episodes. And as you probably know, because if I do the smart thing, I do my channel update video before I do this one. Either that or I'm stupid and I end up doing it backwards and do this one first and then the channel update video. But I hope you have a good day, good week, good month, good year, and I suppose it should be stay warm now. Back down cool degrees in Canada, so I don't know how it is where you guys are, but yeah, stay warm, stay chilling. Depends where you are. Yeah, and I'll see you next time.